guys, what's going on? Today we have another one, another of the Doctor Who Commander decks. So we're gonna open this up and see what's in it. This is the 4th Doctor deck, as you can see. So let's get right to it. We have this, the box, the front cover box and stuff. Here's the deck. Here's the life counter. Gonna put this on the pile of them I have. And then the deck box, and then the little punch out artwork, whatever these are, and then yeah, and then if you have like these counter stuff, and then we have the planar dice, and then yeah, we got the little booklet that comes with it. And then we get this little nice Doctor Who Collector's Booster Pack sample. And then this Plane Chase. I think if you buy all 4 decks have different, they come different, I think. So far that I've opened up, they've all been different. You're supposed to collect from all 4 decks and then put them together and then use it. Alright, Jamie, cool. And then we have the confession dial. Alright, not bad. Alright, so let's open up this plane case. Yeah. Alright. We have the Pyramid of Mars. Alright. Then Caught in Parallel Universe. Garden of Tranquil Repose. Spectrox Mines, Coal Hill School, Unit Headquarters, the Cheetah Planet. What? We have the Arctic Research Base. Yeah. We have the Cave of Skulls. Okay, and we have the TARDIS Bay. All right. So that's what we have for them. And then now let's get to the deck itself. Yeah, let's get to the deck itself. I'm not going to bother trying to open these from the sides because I've been having trouble with that. So let's just do that. All right, let's get rid of this token, non-token thing. All right, then we have the tokens. All right. We have the 4th Doctor. Yep. 4/4 Time Lord Doctor. You may look at the top card of your deck, library any time, and then once each turn you may play a historic land, or cast a historic spell from the top of your library. When you do, create a food token. All right, that's pretty cool. And then there's the real card. Then we have Sarah Jane Smith. All right. And then Romana II. Actually, let's see what Sarah Jane Smith does. She is 2 casting human detective, 2/1, and she partners with the Doctor. All right. Whenever you cast a historic spell, investigate. This ability only triggers once each turn. Cool. See, Romana II is forecasting 3/3 vigilance, Time Lord Scientist with vigilance, if I already said that. 1 and tap, create a tap token that's a copy of target token that entered the battlefield this turn. All right, then we have Joe Grant, Tegan Jovanka. I have no idea who this is. Barbara Wright, Ian Chesterton, Perry Brown. Crisis of Conscience. Did I say that right? Wow, I'm having a huge but I also just finished work and then have to do this before bed. The Caves of Androzani. All right, the War Games, Trial of a Time Lord, the Night of the Doctor. So many sagas, I guess. I mean, that's the theme, I guess. Traverse Eternity. K9 Mark 1, Adric, Mathematical Genius, sure. Nissa of Trekken. Okay, tracking. Reverse the polarity. All right. 500-year diary. An unearthly child. Leela. Okay. We have Ace, Fearless Rebel. Susan Foreman. There's a 2-casting Time Lord. She's a Time Lord? Okay, can somebody explain to me what, like, isn't the Doctor just a Time Lord, or what? What's the, like, is she a Doctor, or is she, what's the Time Lord? What is the difference between the Doctor being a Time Lord and and just someone who's not a Doctor and a Time Lord? I don't understand. And she is a 1/1. If you would planeswalk, instead look at the top 2 cards of your planar deck, put one of them on the bottom of the planar your planar deck, and the other on the top, then planeswalk. Oh, it's kind of like Scry. All right. Scry, but you only put one on the bottom. Cool. The 5 Doctors. Okay. Jamie. The Sea Devils. City of Death. Don't they all die eventually anyways? Gallifrey Stands. Alistair the Brigadier. The First Doctor. Oh, okay. See, he's a Time Lord as well. So when the First Doctor enters the battlefield, search your library and or graveyard for the card named TARDIS. Reveal it, put it into your hand. If you search your library this way, shuffle. When you cast a spell with Cascade, put a +1/+1 counter on target artifact or creature you control. All right, and it's a 3-casting 2/2. All right, we have the Second Doctor. Cool, also a Time Lord. Players have no maximum hand size. Awesome, good for what's it called? Group hug. And then, how civil of you. At the beginning of each end step, each player may draw a card. Each opponent who does can't attack you or permanents you control during their next turn. Actually, that's pretty cool. That's actually really good for group hug decks. The Third Doctor. All right. 2 green-blue for 2/2 Time Lord Doctor with Trample. I don't know why he would have Trample. Feels like he should have First Strike, I guess. The Third Doctor gets +1/+1 for each non-creature token you control. Interesting. Okay. When the Third Doctor enters the battlefield, create your choice of clue token, a food token, or a treasure token. So ETBs, you pick one, most likely the treasure token. And then, yeah, and it just gets bigger for each non-creature token you control. That's really neat. The Fifth Doctor. Okay. Peaceful Coexistence. At the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control that didn't attack or enter the battlefield this turn. Untap those creatures. Okay. Cool. It's a 2/2 for 4-caster. And yeah, no other added abilities like trample or anything else like that. Cool. The Sixth Doctor. Did we just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Nope, I don't think we went to 3. We went 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 5th. Where's the 4th? Oh wait, isn't the 4th Doctor? Okay, we did go through the 4th. All right, my bad. The Sixth Doctor. 6 casting for a 3/3 Time Lord Doctor with the Time Lord's prerogative. I got that correct. All right. Whenever you cast the historic spell, copy it, except the copy isn't legendary. This ability triggers only once each turn. For 6 casting, that's kind of, I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, so we're just going through all of the Doctors. The 7th Doctor, 5 casting, 3/6. 3/6? You telling me this guy can block like multiple dragons, or can block a dragon for no reason? This makes no sense. Like, I don't know. I don't like this. They're humans. This should be all 1/1s. Human power and toughness should be 1/1s. Just because it's legendary doesn't make it more powerful. Like legendary in most cases just means, or especially in this case, just means it's someone who's well known or has a reputation. That doesn't mean that they're that. I don't know. I feel like this is the power scale for power and toughness for creatures is just way off for Magic nowadays. A regular human is a 3/6, like a 3/3 beast token that you get from Beast Within is just like this doctor is just as strong as that. Like, come on, I don't believe that shit for a second. But anyways, I digress. Whenever the 7th Doctor attacks, choose a card in your hand. Defending player guesses whether the card's mana value is greater than the number of artifacts you control. If they guess wrong, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. If you don't cast a spell this way, investigate. That's really interesting, actually. The ability's fine. The power and toughness, not so much. I think it should be like a 1/2, maybe. 1/2. Like all the doctors, I think should be just like 1/1s, 1/2, 2/2, maybe 2/2 at most. Because like a grizzly bear, a bear is a 2/2. How are these guys more powerful than a bear? It doesn't make sense. Like it's just ridiculous in my opinion. A 6 casting, 4 white blue for a 4/4 legendary creature, Time Lord Doctor. When the 8th Doctor enters the battlefield, mill 3 cards. Once during each of your turns, you may play a historic land or cast a historic permanent spell from your graveyard. If you do, it gains. If this permanent would leave the battlefield, exile instead of putting it anywhere else. Cool. Alright, we're finished with the doctors, I guess. So we're in, what is that? Restin? Is that a Restin? I'm not gonna pronounce that, fuck that. Legendary creature, Alien Insect Scout. Interesting, kind of makes sense. Flying 0/0. Restin enters the battlefield with X+1/+1 counters on it. It's like a Hydra for X green white. When Restin enters the battlefield, create X/1/1 green and white alien insect creature tokens with flying. When you attack with one or more insects, put a +1/+1 counter on each of them. This is ridiculous. I like this card a lot. This goes in a Hydra deck for sure. I also just really like this card. You can build a deck around this. This is really cool. I like this a lot. All right. Sergeant John Benton. No idea who that is. Leave a comment if you know who that is and then enlighten me on who or what he is. All right, it's a 3 casting, 2/4. God, there's the 4. Like, come on, how can he have such a high toughness? That doesn't make sense to me. Trample haste. Again, how is he trampling over anything? Haste, okay, fine. He has the helicopter in the back. I guess that makes sense to be a little quick and nimble. But trample doesn't make shit sense. Share intelligence. Wow. All right. Whenever Sergeant John Benton deals combat damage to a player, you and that player each draw that many cards. I actually like the ability. I just don't like the toughness, and I don't like the trample. That that doesn't make any sense. What? How can he trample over something? Imagine him trampling over a crater hoof, or trampling over. Let's see. Trampling over literally anything big. Like, what you can do is equip like the swords to him, auras and stuff like that. Just buff his power, and then you like for the card draw, right? And then he's just gonna be trampling over stuff like crater hoof and shit. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't know. The trample is just pointless here in my opinion. That's just, if you give him trample in-game mechanical wise, that's fine. But if it just innately has trample, that to me doesn't make sense. The Curse of Fenric. I have no knowledge, no idea about what that is, but okay. If you want to read that, you can pause the video and then read it. I'm moving on. Dagon, Private Detective. Cool. Star, forecasting, human detective. Dagon's power and toughness are each equal to the number of cards in your hand. Where have I seen that before? Somewhere. Whenever Dagon enters the battlefield or attacks, investigate, and has the most important punch in history. I had to stop, read that for a second, because I was like, there's no way that says that. The most important punch in history. Okay, this has to mean something. Can somebody let me know what that means too? That sounds weird to me. Like, what is that? That also kind of sounds kind of funny. Did I like punch someone through history? I have no idea. Anyways, it's a 1 and a green tap. Dagon deals damage equal to twice its power to another target creature. Activate only once. I'm sorry, what do you mean activate only once? Once per turn? Activate only once this turn? I'm confused. Activate just once per duel? I'm so confused. Is it activate only once while it's alive? Or once per game? I don't understand. It doesn't specify. It doesn't specify. What if you untap it in the same turn and then can you not tap it then to do it again? What do you think? Yeah, let me know. All right. We have Bessie. Is that what the Doctor's Roadster is? He has a car named Bessie. Okay. It's a 2 casting, 3/4 vehicle artifact. Legendary, apparently. Excuse me. With haste. That's neat. That makes sense, though, unlike some of the other cards. It's a 3/4. That kind of makes... If it was a 3/3, it makes sense. I don't know why it has a higher toughness. But whenever Bessie attacks, another target legendary creature can't be blocked this turn. Oh, God. What? Ooh, and it has a crew 2. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, I should put this in my Sharokai deck. Ooh, Gundam decks. Here it comes. Ace's baseball bat. Who's Ace? 2 casting artifact equipment. It's a legendary, apparently. I guess it's Space Negan's bat. Equipped creature gets +3/+0. As long as equipped creature is attacking, it has first strike and must be blocked by a Dalek if able. Okay. It'll equip legendary creature 1 and equip for 3. Alright. Then we have legendary land. Gallifrey Council Chamber. Enter the battlefield, surveil 1. So when it enters the battlefield, surveil 1, taps for a colorless or taps for 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a Time Lord or an alien spell or activate an ability of a Time Lord or an alien. So it's a tribal card. Awesome. I actually don't mind that. That's pretty cool. Day of Destiny. 3/4 casting, legendary enchantment. Just a Lord Anthem effect. Cool. For legendaries. Heroic Intervention. That's awesome. That is awesome artwork. All right. That is pretty good. I like that. That's pretty good artwork right there. I also always like a nice Heroic Intervention. Very, very good card, as you know. Gives all your creatures indestructible and hexproof. Covers all bases. Really nice. Time Wipe. Return a creature you control to its owner's hand and destroy all creatures. Oh, yeah. I think the last time this was printed was War of the Spark or something. It was the fairy artwork. All right. Heroes Podium. I feel this might be also a reprint, but I'm not sure. I could be wrong. 5 casting, legendary artifact. Each legendary creature you control gets +1/+1 for each other legendary creature you control. That does sound familiar, but I could be wrong. X tap. Look at the top X cards of your library. You may reveal a legendary creature card from among them. Put it into your hand. Put the rest at the bottom of your library in any order. In random order. Alright. Then we have the Clock Tower, legendary land. Twice Upon a Time. That's kind of funny. Port Town. I have no idea where that is. The Exotic Orchard with the... What's it called? I want to make a nice joke here, but it's the glowing balls. The glowing ball trees, kind of like the Avatar ones. Temple of Enlightenment, and Fortified Village, Prairie Stream, Canopy Vista. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. Sungrass Prairies, Temple of Plenty, cool. Farmlands, Temple of Mystery, Scattered Groves. Alright, Snarl, Celestial Colonnade, Deserted Beach, Glacial Fortress. Do they all have Glacial Fortress so far? I can't remember. Horizon Canopy, Overgrown Farmland. Cool. Dreamroot Cascade, Sky Cloud Expense. Banished to Another Universe. 5 casting enchantment. Affinity for historic permanents. Okay. So it could potentially be just cast for a single white. When banished to another universe enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls until banished to another universe leaves the battlefield. It's a Flicker of Fate with with Affinity. Time Lord regeneration. Alright. So until end of turn, target Time Lord you control gains. When this creature dies, reveal cards to top of your library until you reveal a Time Lord creature card. Put that card onto back. Oh, okay, I get it. Sure. So one Time Lord dies, and then when it dies, you just get another one. I see what you did. Just on theme of when they died and another one's born or replaced. Cool. Displaced dinosaurs. Question. When a Time Lord Doctor or whatever it's called, whatever they're called, dies, and then another one is like what, born? Is it born, or does it just kind of come into existence? And does it retain its previous life's memory, or does it start like new? I don't know about that. Let me know in the comments. Sonic Screwdriver, we know that. TARDIS, cool. Swords to Plowshare, that is, yeah, I like that. Path to Exile, nice. We know what the cards do. Return to Dust. I don't know if people actually play Return to Dust because it is a forecasting. Explorer, that's a good one. Alright, 3 visits. Okay. Arcane Signet. Soul Ring. Talisman of Unity. Hero's Blade. Talisman of Progress. Thought Vessel. I think they all have these. Mind Stone. Thriving Isle. Thriving Grove. Thriving Hearth. Ash Barrens. Seaside Citadel. Command Tower. Path of Ancestry. And then we have 2 planes. Alright, we have 2 planes. 2 islands. 3 forests. Cool. And then we have a bunch of tokens here. Alright. Yeah. Oh yeah, that insect token. Okay. Alright, that's pretty cool. Alright, so that is the, what's it called? The 4th Doctor deck. That is the 4th Doctor deck. Hopefully you got an insight into what the deck is, what's in it, and maybe if you like it, maybe buy one yourself if they're still available. And yeah, all right, have a good day. See you in the next one.